Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Ginny Barrow. What are you celebrating today? What is happening in your life that you want to celebrate with me? I want to share with you and celebrate with you that today is the second day of recording my new audiobook, Healing Leadership. Almost a year to the date when I published the book, and we got to share the voices of 41 experts and leaders in industry and my own. I am so grateful that my book coach, Martha, put me in contact with Elias. Elias is running audio productions, and Elias is going to be taking care of me and helping me produce the audiobook from beginning to end. So I am super thrilled that the timing is here. The timing is now. And I cannot wait to share the audiobook of Healing Leadership with you as soon as it is ready. But I want to turn back to you. The reason why I'm sharing this message of Healing Leadership's audiobook is because, as you can see, I am giddy with excitement. I am so happy that this dream of mine of, first of all, writing my first and second book, and now creating the audio version of those books, eventually also the first book that I wrote, Fearless Women at Work, will be going to audio. It's so exciting to see something that you dreamt up becoming a reality. And I posted something this morning that you may have seen that said, a gentle reminder, focus on what and leave the how to the universe, because we couldn't have the big enough imagination to come up with the how. And so when we focus on the what, we create a compelling vision for ourselves, that vision is what then gives us all the resourcefulness that we need. It allows us to open up our blinders so we can see the opportunities when they're right in front of us that without the vision, we would have ignored. So today, my question to you is, what is that compelling vision that you have? What is that dream that you have? That one thing that you've been wanting to do and you've been holding back? I also, as I read the first part of my book, the introduction, I recalled the time when I was writing my first book, Fearless Women at Work. And I recall feeling like an imposter. Who am I to write a book? I'm not an author. Yes, I know people who've written books, but who am I to write a book? It was that voice in my head that kept me from taking action, that kept me small, and that kept me from believing that I could actually write a book. Now, most of you who have heard my story about writing my books, you know that I don't write my books. I speak my books. And my book coach showed me how to structure the book. And then I would get up in front of the wall with the structure in front of me, and I will begin to speak my book into my phone using Otter.ai. That's how I did book number 2. Book number 1, I did it with one of those mini recorders, and I would hold the recorder and record. That's how I do my books. I speak them. And that's why when people read my books, Fearless Women at Work and Healing Leadership, it sounds as if I'm having a conversation with you, because I am having a conversation with you. I am speaking my book. So traditionally, I would have had to sit in front of my computer and start writing my book like every other traditional author does. And because of my coach, I was able to learn a new framework of writing a book by speaking mine. So what about you? What is holding you back from sharing something that you've been wanting to share, doing something you know you've been wanting to do, moving somewhere, going someplace, doing some type of work that you haven't done before? What is it that's holding you back? Please answer yourself honestly. Because as I put in my post this morning, this is not a dress rehearsal. And you have heard this. This has become so real for me that this is not a dress rehearsal. We are on this planet on a journey, on a trip that is going to end. At least it will end in this form. Let's just say it that way. So what are we going to do while we are here in this beautiful planet, one of the only planets in the galaxy that is currently known to have life and to have such beauty? And we get to be here with each other this time in this period where so many opportunities exist. I couldn't be an author back in the day. I couldn't have the money to write a book, or didn't have the production to do a book. I didn't have the way to distribute this book in the way that we can create our own books and podcasts and blogs and do all kinds of things that we can now do that we couldn't do before. This is an incredible opportunity that we have during this time in our world to do so much of what we want to do. There is so much potential. There's so many opportunities, so many people who have done a lot of what we want to do who can guide us to do it. So what's really holding us back? What is holding you back? That's the message I want to share with you today. I hope this message serves you because it has certainly served me. And in the same way that many of the resources that I've leaned on and used to support me in my growth have really helped me take quantum leaps in my business over the past 5 years, quantum leaps in my life, in developing and growing into my own, feeling good in my own skin, feeling confident, feeling like I have potential and that I'm here on this planet to fulfill my potential to the best that I can, given the resources that I have. So, would you join me on this journey of getting curious? What is my potential? What am I here to do? Why was I put on this planet? What is the goal of all of this? I guarantee you it's not to worry and live in anxiety and overwhelm. That I can tell you hands down, that is not why we're here. So if that's not where you want to be, or that's not where you want to stay, I invite you to get curious about what life is really about, what is truly important and meaningful to you. And together, let's do it. Let's move forward. Let's create. Let's go create what we are here to create. And it will be my pleasure to be your journey partner as you do that. If you need help uncovering what that is, uncovering what's next, what's the next chapter, the next volume of your life, I would love to help you do that. You can always find me at callwithginny.com. And as I celebrate my audiobook, I will be bringing you up to date as the process goes on. The first part of the introduction is complete and edited, and it sounds fabulous. And I cannot wait to share it with you. Live with purpose, live with joy.